Okay, IP6, this is our second Friday lesson, lesson 116. If you have not already watched the first Friday lesson, lesson 115, or you have not finished the homework for that lesson, workbook page 118, then please stop watching this video, go back to lesson 115 and watch that lesson and do that homework page. If you have already watched lesson 115 and you have finished workbook page 118, then you can continue watching and we'll check that workbook page now. Okay, IP6, this is workbook page 118. We needed to underline the correct pronoun and then tell if it was a subject pronoun or an object pronoun. Number 1, I recently discovered an amazing woman. I is a subject pronoun. Number 2, how was I introduced to her? Her is an object pronoun. Number 3, Dad asked me to find some old ballet programs. Me is an object pronoun. Number 4, they were stored in Dad's old trunk. They is a subject pronoun. Number 5, he has collected these programs for years. He, subject pronoun. Number 6, Dad wants me to add to the collection. Me is an object pronoun. Number 7, I glanced at the pages. I is subject. Number 8, the photographs on them were fascinating. Them is object. Number 9, Dad said that one picture was special to him. Him is object. Number 10, we looked at the cover photo of Alicia Alonso. We is a subject pronoun. Number 11, over 40 years ago, she started a ballet company. She is a subject pronoun. Number 12, the company was a remarkable achievement for her. Her is an object pronoun. Number 13, people in Europe and South America admired her. Her is an object pronoun. Number 14, audiences cheered her. Her is again an object pronoun. Number 15, they were amazed at Alonso's unique talents. They is a subject pronoun. Number 16, to them, Alonso was a wonder. Them is an object pronoun. Number 17, Alonso's blindness did not stop her. Her is an object pronoun. And number 18, at age 60, she was still dancing. So please give yourselves a score out of 18 for that, please. So I'm not going to give half marks. You need to get both parts to get the answer. Okay, so in lesson 2, we talked about subject and object pronouns. In this lesson, we're going to talk about possessive pronouns. So a short while ago, in chapter 3, I think it was, when we were studying nouns, we talked about possessive nouns. Possessive nouns show that someone owns or has something. And like we can with other nouns, we can turn possessive nouns into possessive pronouns. So here's a couple of examples. Have you seen Jing Jing's bag? We can change the possessive noun Jing Jing's to her. Have you seen her bag? Or that book is Claire's. We can change the possessive noun Claire's into that book is hers. Now you'll notice that her and hers are different. Even though they're both referring to girls, we've got two different possessive pronouns. And I'm going to explain why that is. Now, there are some possessive pronouns that we always use before the noun that they own, that they have. But there are some possessive pronouns that don't need to go with a noun. They can just stand on their own. So, this is our classroom. Our goes before the noun classroom. But I could also just say, this classroom is ours. So ours isn't really related to any noun. I could also just say, this is ours. Again, that is my computer. My goes before the word computer. Or I could say, that computer is mine, or that is mine. So that is on its own without a noun. These possessive pronouns are used before a noun, and these possessive pronouns can be used on their own. For before a noun, we've got my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. And if it's on its own, we can say mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. Now you'll notice that his and its can either be used before a noun or used alone. One important thing to remember: do not get confused between possessive pronouns and contractions. Possessive pronouns do not have apostrophes. So don't get confused between its and it is, their and their, they are, or your and your, you are, because they sound the same, but they have different meanings. Okay, please look at page 283. Look at questions 1 to 7. You need to replace the underlined noun with a possessive pronoun. You need to be careful to make sure that you either choose a pronoun that goes before a noun, or if you need to, a pronoun that can stand alone. So as usual, answer questions 1 to 7. If you don't have your textbook, get paper. Pause the video and press play when you have finished up to number 7. So please pause now. Okay, if you've finished up to number 7, please keep watching for the answers. Okay, Keith's cat likes people. We use the possessive pronoun his, because it's going before the noun cat. Number 2, the brown house is Mr. and Mrs. Pratt's. We change Mr. and Mrs. Pratt's to theirs, with the S, because it can stand alone. Number 3, I use my family's computer for homework assignments. Change my family's to our. It goes before the noun computer. Number 4, a computer's memory is in the hard drive. We change a computer's to its, and again that is before the noun memory. Number 5, Aunt Eva's computer has a calculator. We change Aunt Eva's to her before the noun computer. Number 6, the guidance counsellor used special software for the students' new September schedules. We use their instead of the students, which comes before the noun new September schedules. Number 7, the only Dalmatian in the neighbourhood is my family's. We change my family's to ours. It can stand alone. Give yourselves a score out of 7 there, please. Okay, now look at questions 8 to 17. These start at the bottom of page 283 and continue on the top of page 284. So do make sure that you finish all of them. Now you need to read the sentence and circle or underline the correct word in the brackets. Now sometimes that will be a pronoun, but you may need to use a contraction. So you need to think carefully about how to complete the sentence. Do not just assume that you need a pronoun. So as usual, please pause the video and press play when you have finished up to question 17. So please pause now. Okay, have you finished? If you're done up to number 17, you can continue watching for the answers. Number 8, the poster on the bulletin board is ours. Number 9, its colours are very bright. Colours belong to it. You need possessive pronoun its with no apostrophe. Now number 10, you need their. They are designing their, T-H-E-I-R, t-shirt logo. So they are designing, and then the t-shirt logo belongs to them, so you need possessive pronoun there. If you get one of these right and one of them wrong, you can have half a point. Number 11, their house, T-H-E-I-R, because the house belongs to them, is closer than yours. Again, possessive pronoun yours. Number 12, my desk needs more work than your, possessive desk. Number 13, you are doing your, belonging to you, homework early. Number 14, I'll paint mine and she'll paint hers. Number 15, is that desk really theirs, the possessive pronoun. Number 16, her umbrella is so old that its handle is broke. You need possessive handle. Number 17, your, belonging to you, aunt is moving to our neighbourhood. Okay, there were 10 questions in total. Please give yourselves a score out of 10. Like I said, for any that have 2 answers, if you get 1 right and 1 wrong, you can have half a point. So give yourselves a score out of 10. Okay, your homework for this lesson is workbook page 120. Now, at the time that I am recording this video, I am not sure if we are going to be back in school next week or not. If we are back in school on Monday, make sure you finish the workbook page for Monday and we will check it in class. If we are not back in school and we are continuing with the video lessons, then your next video lesson will be lesson 117 on Tuesday, the 2nd of February. So before we finish, I'll just explain today's homework. Okay, so this is workbook page 120. You have 10 sentences, and it's very similar to the work we've just done in the textbook. Read the sentence, look at the words in parentheses, and write the sentence correctly. Again, you might not always need a possessive pronoun. And when you are choosing possessive pronouns, you need to decide if it's coming before the noun or standing alone. So do up to question 10. Okay, IP6, so that is the end of this lesson. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be our last video lesson or if we are going to be back in school next week. I hope that we're all back in school very soon, but if not, make sure you keep watching these video lessons and keeping on top of the work in your textbook and your workbook. For now, thank you, IP6. Bye-bye.